you know what I was doing on that morning? I was working in our garden, gathering the last of the sweet tomatoes. I put Beatrice down in the shade of a frangipani tree because my back was giving me some trouble. Forgiven? Where was Fortune? He was in town fetching a new iron pot. Go, I said, go today, man, or you won't have dinner tonight. I had been after him for a new pot for a month. And finally, on that day, the damn man had to go and get it. A new pot. The sun was about to crest, but I had to put in another hour before it got too hot. It was such a clear and open sky. This splendid bird, a peacock, had come into the garden to taunt me and was showing off its feathers. I stooped down and called to the bird. Whisht! Whisht! And I felt a shadow cut across my back. And when I stood, 4 men were there over me, smiling, wicked schoolboy smiles. Yes, I said. And the tall soldier slammed the butt of his gun into my cheek. Just like that. It was so quick I didn't even know I'd fallen to the ground. Where did they come from? How could I not have heard them coming? One of the soldiers held me down with his foot. He was so heavy, thick, like an ox. And his boot was cracked and weathered, like it had been left out in the rain for weeks. His boot was pressing my chest, and the cracks in the leather had the look of drying sorghum. His foot was so heavy, and it was all I could see as the others took me. My baby was crying. She was a good baby. Beatrice never cried. But she was crying, screaming. Shh! I said shh! And right then, a soldier stomped on her head with his boot. And she was quiet. Where was everybody? Where was everybody? But they still took me from my home. They took me through the bush, raiding thieves, fucking demons. She is for everyone. Soup to be had before dinner. That is what someone said. They tied me to a tree by my foot. And the men came whenever they wanted soup. I make fires. I cook food. I listen to their stupid songs. I carry bullets. I clean wounds. I wash blood from their clothing. And I lay there as they tore me to pieces until I was raw. 5 months. 5 months chained like a goat. These men fighting for our liberation. Ha! Still, I close my eyes and I see such terrible things. Things I cannot stand to have in my head. How can men be this way? It was such a clear and open sky. So beautiful. How could I not hear them coming?